everybody, I'm Jazz.
And I'm Cam.
And we have lived in our van for over 4 years now, and we are finally upgrading to a Prius. So watch us try to figure out how to turn a Prius into a camper to live full-time in.
So one of the first things we had done to the Prius when we bought it was getting the windows tinted. We were planning on making window coverings for it anyways, but we knew that we would like to have a little bit more privacy and not these crystal clear windows like it came with. Also around this time is when we got our mattress. We just bought the cheapest 6-inch foam mattress off of Amazon we could find. We knew that we were going to cut it to a shape, but we didn't know exactly what the shape was yet. But we went ahead and measured the inside of the Prius and created a shape, and we cut it to size with a bread knife. Everyone always says to use an electric turkey cutter to cut the foam mattresses, but the bread knife worked pretty well actually. Once we had the foam mattress cut to size, we placed the cover back on it that it came with and then slid it into the car. It was a little difficult, but we got it in there snugly.
And then it was time to make our window coverings. And they actually do make like prefabricated window coverings that fit a Toyota Prius, but one side of them is black and one side of them is Reflectix, and I just thought that both of those options were bad because if I'm trying to black out our windows at night, then I just have ugly Reflectix on the inside of my bedroom. So I decided to hand make some. Of course, we are starting with Reflectix just for the insulation factor, but on one side I am putting black fabric, and on the other I found a really pretty fabric that matched all of our interior decor we were going to do. So that way I could have a pretty inside and a blacked out outside so that nobody could see through and we don't have like the shiny Reflectix when we're trying to stealth camp. So I just made sure to tuck in the fabric where I could so that none of the Reflectix was showing and I could have like a nice kind of professional looking hem. If you are going to do this project yourself, you definitely need a sewing machine. I couldn't really figure out any way to do this without a sewing machine. It just looked really bad on my test runs. Luckily, the way Priuses are built, you don't need any magnets or Velcros or anything like that to keep the window coverings in place. Every window in the car has a lip on it that like holds in each window covering just with friction. Of course, in our van, we did not have that, and we had to like put magnets everywhere and tape, and it just like looked really bad.
So we had a plan to remove the rear seats and create some sort of wooden platform for the mattress to sit on. So the first thing we did was remove the rear seats and get some measurements on where the platform would sit. We also went to Home Depot and got some 2x4s and some planks of plywood that would act as the foundation of the mattress. Once we had a rough shape that we thought would fit the back of the car, we cut it to size and tried to install it.
Okay, this is cut number 2, so let's see how much we have to adjust after this. Oh, that's pretty perfect.
Yeah, that's actually perfect.
Oh, that's so good. I don't know how to do all like the like transcribing stuff or whatever it's called where you like do it exact perfect, so I just like guessed with these measurements, but like that looks perfect. Do we need to maybe round out these corners so it doesn't tear into the fabric right here?
I mean, we can sand them.
Okay. Look at all that storage room that we now have. Not bad. Okay, so now we've got to figure out the fridge situation, which the fridge is going to be on this side, and with the platform going straight across, we want the fridge to be right here, flush with the mattress. So no wood should be on top of that, if that makes sense. So we need to build a platform to raise the fridge about 8 inches, and then it should be flush, and we'll have storage underneath the fridge. And on the other side is going to be our power station, and we can store things on top of that because that doesn't have to open or anything. So we really don't have to do anything to that side. And then we bought hinges just in case we want to make a cut and like make a hinge system that can fold up to easily access our clothes and stuff that we're storing under here, but haven't decided yet. We'll get to that. So now this is where the fridge is gonna go. And we get about 8 inches of storage under there, which honestly is not as much as I thought it was gonna be. But, oh well. What do you think we're gonna put under there?
It could be like pantry.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Under the fridge, the pantry.
Yeah, dry goods.
Yeah. All our pantry stuff should fit down there. Maybe like a water right here or something, and then the power. I don't know if I want a water jug right next to the power station though.
Probably not. I don't know what the water situation's gonna be.
Maybe we might put the water up on the top.
Yeah, it's not like we're gonna be really using it from inside the place anyways.
And it's not like we're gonna be in freezing cold conditions where the water's gonna freeze up top. Okay, well, let's screw these legs in and then put the fridge on top of it. And then cut out the part where the fridge is.
So, to get this leg onto this tabletop, basically, I'm gonna go ahead and get the screws in there and then put it on, and once I drill the screws into it, it should bring it up. And if it doesn't, then try something else. Okay. So we will bring these out to right there. And then Jasmine in all her strength will
It's like not like how normal people do anything. Okay.
No, it's not, but it's working. It's working. I've got 3 out of 4 in, so.
Yeah. Okay. Go ahead.
Is it straight?
Yeah. Good?
Good enough.
Okay.
That'll stand, I think.
Oh my god. Okay, perfect. Now we can put the fridge on it.
Yeah, let's test it out.
Alright, let's see if it fits.
Moment of truth.
Okay, perfect. It seems sturdy.
Yep,
Alright, let's put the fridge on it.
Which way do we want it to go? It opens from right here.
Then it needs to open this way because the mattress is coming up.
Right.
Yay! Does it fit good?
I think so.
Perfect.
This comes out quite a bit. Is that taller, you think?
It will be a little bit taller.
Okay.
Because of the thing like slants slightly up or whatever. Let me
I just
see.
mean even with it.
Yeah. Perfect. Yeah. So the mattress will just lay right on top, basically. Oh, it's very cold, and as you can see, it's now dark outside, so we will continue this tomorrow. Okay, so now that we have the platform in, we just have to mark out where the fridge is underneath it and cut that out of the plywood.
Okay, and then where those intersect is going to be our cut.
Yay! And then the mattress will sit on here and sit on top of the fridge. And then we'll just build the platforms for underneath. It is so cold out here. I don't know. We're like trying to get everything done as fast as possible to like get inside to be warm. All right, so this should fit perfect. Let's see. Yay! Wow! We've been doing these cuts on the first try, which has never happened to us before. Usually we mess up like all the time. But this looks great. Like, couldn't be more perfect. I don't think that went all the way.
I know.
Okay, so we've got the platform basically in, and when we've taken out all of, where's the spare tire?
On the porch.
So we've taken out the spare tire and everything else from the back, and it opened up all of this room for storage. Now we just gotta vacuum it out and make sure that there's enough support still for us to sleep on. Look at that! This is gonna be our home. So the reason we're working outside in the freezing cold is because it's cold and we want to get going and we want to go to Florida for the winter, and you know, it is winter now, so we want to kind of hurry up and get going. So now we have our roof storage box that we are going to install. It's a really big one for a Prius, but you know, we're not quite ready to give up all of our belongings quite yet. So we're gonna put that on there, and that's gonna be where all of our camping stuff is, and our spare tire, and oh, I don't know what else, just random stuff. Okay, so the roof rack is on and tightened, and now we just have to do a water test, because right where it hits right here, sometimes it like makes your windows leak. So you just have to close the door and pour some water on it and see if there's any leaks. Okay, this window's good. Yeah, there's no leaks. This window leaked last time, but it doesn't seem to have any leaks this time, so I think we're good. No leaks. Oh, that one leaks. Yeah. Yeah, okay.
I see drippies.
Yeah, that's the one that's leaking. Okay, so that one leaked a good bit. So 1 out of 4 leak, so that's pretty good. There's not like a great way to fix that, but we just put like a little bit of weather stripping on the top of it, like where it hits the window, and then usually that like fixes it. So instead of just like screwing these in like normal, we're gonna put them on a hinge so that they can like fold out of the way when we're trying to get it in and out of the Prius, because I don't, with this screwed in, I don't even think that it would like clear the door, because it just barely clears the door as is. So we're gonna put it on a hinge.
We're getting on hinge.
Yeah. Yay! It's too big of a hinge, but that's okay.
Yeah,
it
it
folds
works.
down. It functions.
2 points of contact. Good enough for me.
It's so nice.
That was nice.
And I'm also going ahead and sanding down the edges so they don't poke holes in our fabric. So where we put in the hinges, it came through the other side a little bit, so we're just gonna hammer them down so it doesn't puncture our mattress or anything while we're sleeping. Okay, so Hammering didn't work because these are hardened, so we're gonna use this. So we also just decided to cut out a little hatch right here and put a hinge so this can open up and I can reach into the back behind. Like this is like the area behind the center console, and there's no way for me to reach my hand down in there currently to get stuff. So this is what we're doing. And this hinge fits, so we can use all 3 holes. Yay. Perfect.
Perfect. Now I can grind that part down too.
Yeah.
Why don't you flip the other side?
Perfect fit. And see, now I can access right under here, because I couldn't like before like reach all the way under, so this is gonna be much easier to get down into this space.
Look, I can sit on it.
Which there's quite a bit of.
Yeah, you can also reach down there to plug into the Dabson and stuff.
Yeah,
You'll need to be able to have access.
it's true.
Look, I'm sitting on this thing.
Yay! Both the legs are out.
Yep.
Deployed.
They're both deployed. All right, so our power station, our big bulky power station, goes in behind the driver's seat on its side, just like that. Beep. Foot can go down. Let me get the foot on the other side. There we go.
Look, with these sanded down, it won't like tear up this fabric as much. But that's like, honestly, that's such a good amount of room for storage.
My plan is to put my travel guitar right there.
Okay.
And that's a little slot kind of right here, and it'll sit right there.
Yeah, and then all of Cam's clothes, I think, are going in here. And then under the fridge, and right here will be like food storage. And then important documents are probably gonna go under there. We'll see where we hide those. Okay. Platform is all the way on. Now we just have to put in our mattress. Awesome. Okay, it's in there. It's so perfect. And we've already done a trip in here with just the mattress before we did any of the renovating. So we've already slept on this mattress in here with the seats still in and everything, and it's really comfortable, so that's good. We don't have to do any more trial runs. Then of course you see where we cut the mattress in half when we were cutting everything down, so that we could lift this up easier, like on a hinge. Oh, this is so great! You excited?
Yeah, it's in there.
It looks so clean. And on this side, everything worked out. The fridge is flush, so that when we need to get in the fridge, we just lift up our mattress. And there's nothing else in the way.
We also got these stickers for added theft deterrence. So we're gonna put them right here on the corner of the window.
Perfect.
Nice.
My thought is that if somebody was trying to break in and they reach like for the handle, this will be like right in front of their face, but we'll see how it works. Also, this is one of the only ones I could find that wasn't like orange and like really bright and ugly, so I feel like this one's a little bit lower profile. We also got this window film, and we're gonna put it on these little quarter windows that don't matter very much. We just gotta cut it to size, and this is way easier to do than the window coverings that we had to make because this is see-through, so we can just do it on the outside of the Prius and it won't matter. Okay, so now we'll just spray it down with like a lot of water. It said the more the merrier.
That's good.
Okay. I'm working some sunroof. Okay. Now we just... Okay. And it should fit pretty great. Oh, I can already see the rainbow coming through on it. It's pretty.
Now that was the pecan pie right there.
Good.
Let's go.
Okay. That was pretty easy, and it looks really cute, in my opinion. And it's gonna match our little aesthetic we've got going on really well, I think. Okay, so we also bought all these fairy lights, and we are gonna run them through like the length of the car, through these little like sections right here that you can pry open and like stick the lights in.
All right, so each little LED, I am bending the wire and creating like this shape so that it can stick up into it. And I'm using this end of this broken butter knife to shim and pry the rubber away, this rubber trim. And then it just kind of fits like that. And then you can see an example of how it's gonna look.
Cute.
Just like that.
Ugh, I think it'll look great. Another thing we noticed when we were doing a week trip in here is that there were no cup holders available to us when we were laying in the bed. So we would kind of just shove our cups like down in this little hole, but then this was like blocking it right here, and it just like wasn't ideal. And I would put my knee up here when I was sleeping. So we have this little thing to work off of, and these boat cup holders that we found at Walmart for like $1. They have holes already drilled in the bottom. So we're just gonna connect that right here so that we'll have a cup holder right by our bedside, and I am gonna wrap some twine or something around it to make it a little bit cuter. So I was gonna use jute, but I found this grass rope that I'm assuming is gonna shed a little bit less. So I'm literally just gonna hot glue this all around the cup. We just got all the lights in, so here's the grand reveal. Oh my gosh, it actually looks so cute. I love it. And then I just finished the cup holder, so we will zip tie it to this thing and it'll look much cuter than just a black cup holder. Ugh, I'm so excited. Here's from the back, the lights. Oh my goodness. And they're gonna stay like, what, like good? They're gonna stay up in there?
Yeah, I think so.
Perfect.
I mean, unless you pull on it, which you won't.
Right. Yeah, that's plenty of light.
Look at that, looks good.
So now I'm just gonna try to cover this area up with some foliage, and to do that I'm just gonna get these command hooks and put them all along here and then just attach it by the stem. Okay, and all done. It looks really good. I don't know if it's gonna stay on with just the things because they're not made to go on this, they're made to go on a wall, so we might have to glue them on, but for now it looks really cute. So when we bought the Prius, it was missing the like plush cover that's supposed to go on here, so we are going to attempt to make our own out of some fabric and foam, and if it doesn't work out we'll just order a new one that they already make for this specific purpose.
Let's hope it works.
Yeah. I think to take it off, we're just gonna unscrew these and see if it just pops off so we can do it inside.
All right.
You're filming?
Yep.
Okay, so it's done. It looks great. Let's go put it back in. I think it's gonna be a lot better than just the bare plastic. It looks a little rough if you look like really closely at it, but as far as the top, everything seems to be smooth and good. And just like that, our new home on wheels is completely done. We are gonna take it for a month-long test trip, so stay tuned and we will let you know if we make any changes. To put it into perspective, our van build took like 3 years to complete because we were doing it so slowly, and all of this we got done in 3 days, which was so great, and it was not really that hard. I feel like anyone can do a Prius build. Also, stay tuned for the full tour video where we show you where everything is in the Prius. And thank you for watching, liking, and subscribing. See you next time. Bye.
Bye.